All right, to get this out of the way, let's talk about Sao Paulo's history, because it's a mega city today, and it wasn't always a mega city. In fact, Portuguese occupation, that's where we'll start. It was broke, it was poor, it was indigenous people, it was just the forested land, but it was fertile. But during the Portuguese occupation, it basically became known for having a mix of indigenous populations and Portuguese settlers. And this is a huge thing, because as it became known for this, once the early 1800s came and Brazil gained independence, this area was something people were aware about. But what really brought it money was the fact that it was a fertile land. And as a fertile land, coffee became its biggest source and biggest source of all its money. They started getting immigrants from Japan and all sorts of places, Italy even, and these immigrants came and started making money through coffee. As that progressed, by the time they had a lot of money, the Industrial Revolution of Brazil happened, and it just started booming, and the immigrants kept coming and turned into a mega city. Alright, what's good, guys? Ibirapuera Park. That's where we are. Like the Central Park of Sao Paulo, but you see like mangrove and bamboo trees and all sorts of different trees.
It's like tropical Central Park.
It's very tropical, yeah. But yeah, the grass is brown. You have like the muddiness. Yeah, and we see the airport. It's peaceful. It's like you get the skyscrapers back there too. There's everything. So as you know, our flight got massively delayed, so we couldn't make it to the Afro-Brazilian Museum. But the outside exhibit is about Zarumba Orchestra. So this is a guy born in 1970, so very recent, who did street photography of various forms of rural and street music. And that's what you're seeing depicted through photos all throughout. And it's very core to Brazilian culture even today. Well, we have the go-karts, we have the race cars, we have his helmet, and on the way here we saw the massive graffiti wall with his face on it and the helmet.
And we need to find the Lewis graffiti art too.
We'll find that.
There's a lot of things for us to find here, but
this is insane because Senna is like a historical figure in Brazil, in Sao Paulo.
Racing is literally like one of the core things here. Like it's actually insane.
It's wild, but it's beautiful because apparently even his funeral, it was like a national holiday, and the entire city came, so it's huge culture here.
So guys, the base food's too hot. This is how he's cooling it down. Please send help. This is who I'm stuck with.
Listen, I know this is cheese bread, but you can always cool it down like a puri. Alright, what's up guys? So this is pão de queijo, cheese bread. Literally just cheese bread, but it's very famous in Brazil. It's invented there, so I'm gonna try it. It's very hot, but steaming. It's actually just like bread. In fact, the dough inside just has cheese. It's very interesting. I actually really like it. I might get another one. So good, we got 6 more.
You want to tell them why we actually have 6 more?
You can tell them why.
He asked how much they cost, and then they said 6, and he said okay. And then they handed us 6 more.
Do the math. Alright, we're in Jardim Luz. So this is one of those gardens, and behind us is a tea house. There's a bunch of random monuments, and there's like a Portugal, Colonia de Portugal as well. So there's all sorts of stuff. Pretty cool. Alright, we're now in Pinacoteca, which is a museum inside the Jardim de Luz. You see a pig inside
That's
a
Arihan.
cage.
No, that's Arihan.
Apparently that's Kuber's brother.
I found Arihan.
Well, Arihan, if you're watching this, you better be. This is the vlog. But that's you. But this museum has both finished and unfinished works. So it's not just masterpieces. It's also the unfinished ones that reflect brilliance that was inhibited.
Bate forte o tambor, eu quero tique-tique-tique-tique-tá. Bate forte o tambor, eu quero tique-tique-tique-tique-tá.
So this image behind me, or painting, is painted by Antonio Oba, who was an Afro-Brazilian activist and painter, and it's titled At Heaven's Gates because in Brazil there was a huge contrast between Afro-Brazilian slavery and the Catholic imagery of Brazil. So this redefines what Christian heaven, or what heaven could be, instead of that Christian Catholic image with an Afro-Brazilian look to it. Alright, so we got continuous thunder here. You got rain here. Yeah, I'm trying. It's hard. I can't. One second. Wait, okay. And then you got lightning.
Bate forte o tambor, eu quero tique-tique-tique-tique-tá. Bate forte o tambor, eu quero tique-tique-tique-tique-tá.
So yeah, we saw a bunch of art. Some of it was a little concerning. Other parts of it were cool. Anything else to add, Abe, on my vlog?
No, but I wanted to talk about the red piece.
Oh, there was a stunning art piece in there. Like, we're both trying to buy it right now. We asked how much it was. They said about 100,000 US. Abe, describe this piece.
So picture red and nothing else. That was the art piece.
Imagine a red square in a canvas. Exquisite. Exquisite. But yeah, we'll tell you if you're able to buy it. Hopefully we don't go broke trying to buy it.
Alright, so this is the actual back. Thank you. So we saw the red piece, which had the fighter jets and the tanks and all that, symbolizing Brazilian colonialism and post-colonialism. So that was interesting because there's a lot of activism in the art with settlers trying to like displace indigenous people in favelas and all that. So interesting violence depiction of art.
No shade against the US just yet.
Not yet.
I have this message.
Alright, we're on top of a bridge heading to the municipal market. This is known to be a very unsafe area with dark alleys, but we're making our way through, and we're gonna find our way.
We're using flashlights, don't worry.
We're using flashlights. But yeah, you see the beautiful street art. You see like Brazilian art right there, and then all the way in the back, there's a lot. Yeah.
Bate forte o tambor, eu quero tique-tique-tique-tique-tá. Bate forte o tambor, eu quero tique-tique-tique-tique-tá.
So behind is a bacalhau market over there. Bacalhau is famous in Portugal and Brazil. It's salted, dried codfish. You're supposed to.
It looks so sus. It's like stacks of fish
It looks horrible.
in the open.
But it's raw fish. You soak it for 2 days and then you cook it on your own, and that's basically how you serve it. But it's very popular. The walk from the municipal market or to the municipal market was unsafe and bad. We walked straight through from the Pinacoteca, and that whole area is central Sao Paulo. So that's the core of the city. You have vendors, you have people on the sides of the street, you have large groups of motorcyclists, and they come very close to the sidewalk. So you can imagine there is aspects of standing out and being a target. So the two of us saw one person, for instance, walking towards us, but we didn't know where he came from because he kind of just turned and started walking. He made eye contact with us and then looked away intentionally. So we knew this guy was someone to just look at. The moment he passes us, I didn't even so clearly he's an amateur, by the way, but the moment he passed us just a little bit, he just does a 180, turns and tails us. But it was such an amateur move because we saw it so easily. I would have looked back anyway because we clocked him and wanted to make sure he didn't turn, but he just turned immediately. So we just avoided him. We turned back and just waited. He went back into an alley, actually.
Okay, so in walking through Sao Paulo, the streets, we have come to a few realizations. The first part is it's very similar to New York City-esque, but the extremes are crazy. So it's very, very rare in New York City where I'll feel genuinely worried for myself walking down a street and minding my own business. In some streets that we walked down, that was definitely the case. And here, this is the thing. We're going inside. And here, it's much safer. This is Sao Paulo. It's the Red Bull pop-up. So this is the Red Bull McDonald's collab. So yeah, that's the logo on the arch.
This. All right, we're on Paulista Avenue. As you can see, it's urban. This is like the Broadway of New York in Sao Paulo. We have the McDonald's pop-up.
So hard.
Hoje tu senta pra tropa do ódio. É o menor que te pega a bola. Tropa do ódio.
We're now in Beco do Batman. This is an alleyway of graffiti. Alleys everywhere, actually.
Tropa do ódio.
Only white, drunk people. He was the only one black. One cop shot 3 times on the back. Exactly the same week of George Floyd, actually, where no one knows about. George Floyd was a huge movement, right? Yeah. But no one knows about the guerrilla. I think they say in the news, in São Paulo news, for 2 minutes, then he's dead. So he was pretty important for us. We're gonna talk.
So in this alley specifically, the huge theme is Nego Villa, who is the George Floyd in Brazil, symbolized. But there's also an artist called Brute, who's from the favelas of Sao Paulo, and that's another big theme here.
I'm from Mexico City, so I know a lot of Canadians that are not Mexican.
Alright, so this is Batman Alley, and we got the whole Batman structure right there, the paintings. But it was actually Bat Alley, and bats live all across the trees and everywhere above these alleys and other graffiti alleys, and they had to capitalize upon it because people were scared, so they called it Batman
Also,
Alley.
we just found out there's an app that you can download to see the things in AR, and that's one works behind. Yeah, that is covering it.
Tropa do ódio. Tô soltando novinha que hoje tu na onda careta. Tu tô na base, tu sabe, tu vai se envolver com minha nova tia preta. Desce, sobe, macetando, que o pai tá gostando, vem na quebradeira. Na onda do Black lança, ela entra na vibe de outro planeta. Então senta firme, vai, kick, 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 kick. Senta firme, vai, kick, 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 kick. Então senta firme, vai, kick, 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 kick. Senta firme, vai, kick, kick, kick.
Are not trapped in a graffiti box, but this is crazy. So we've seen multiple art galleries with different like types of graffiti style street art on canvases, and that's how they sell their paintings after they've for free established themselves as graffiti artists by going out and without funding going and decorating the street. Some of the casual paintings we've seen, Enifo and Cobra and Brutus. So Brutus is the street artist who is from the favelas and draws paintings of the favelas, and he drew a barbershop in the favela. Enifo is the guy with geometrical shapes and all sorts of cool designs through that. And Cobra is the guy with he's painted the Ayrton Senna mural and all sorts of other murals and even more things. But it's a really cool. Those are the big three, and there's many more. But Beko do Batman has both actual street art on the walls and also art galleries and even tattoo shops and ear piercings. So it's like an edgy kind of place.